morning, everybody. So this morning, Sunday morning, I'm headed to race number 4 of the Sportif series that I'm racing. So quick update, I am now 8th in points. Don't know that I'll get a lot higher. The remaining group of guys ahead of me, I think, are going to show up to this and the last race, and they're pretty strong. So if I can pick up a couple more spots, that'll be great, and that's what I'm shooting for. Predictor has got me to finish in 8th today, and that only depends on whether only the people show that the predictor was looking at when it did the calculation. I'll check it again before the race and see if it gets any worse. So this is my second day of racing this weekend. I did Frosty Cross in Cockeysville yesterday. Cold. My God, it was cold. Didn't bother breaking out the video camera. I didn't feel like it. I was too busy shivering and hiding from the cold. Did I say it was cold? It was freaking cold. But I had a great race. It was BYC puts the race on, which is the Baltimore Youth Cycling Club, I guess they are. And it's a huge organization teaching kids basically how to ride and race bikes. This race, or the race yesterday, is primarily designed for the kids. They have a lot of races for the kids. So the adult races kind of get changed up. My Masters race was an open field, so that means cats 1 through 5 were in it, or could be in it. I don't know the categories of all the people. I don't know the guys that well. I got 7th, and let me tell you, worst start I've ever had. I couldn't find my left clip for the whole start shoot. I got gapped by the whole field by 50 feet, and I had to chase him down once my foot finally figured out how to clip into a pedal. And then the chase was on. I did a day of registration, which means I was dead last, which I didn't care. Yesterday was not an A race. Yesterday was a B race. It was a fun race. I go there because I enjoy the race. So today is the A race, if you want to call it that. So with my last place start and couldn't find my pedal, yeah, I was watching the whole field ride away from me immediately. So it made for a really cool race. Now, I'm not saying that's what I want to do every time, but yesterday was really neat because there was not a time that I was not chasing or passing somebody. 40 plus Masters started 30 seconds ahead of us, and 60 plus Masters started behind us, and then under 19 men's started behind them. And yeah, we mixed it up, had a great race. So enough about yesterday. On to today. I'll have a front row start again, hopefully a better start. I'm going to practice starting. I'm going to practice finding my pedal. I don't want that to happen on the front row because I'll get run over. I did this race last year. It was a pretty cool race. Not real difficult. All grass with a little wood section. I'm going to throw the GoPro on the chest mount for a hot lap. I don't know how good the quality will be, but yeah, I'll chop it up just to give you a good idea of what the lap's all about. I'm sure they've changed it up since last year, so I don't know what to expect. I know the terrain, I know it's all grass, and it's like just small hills, so everything's punchy and rolling. And the wood section, I'm pretty sure they won't change that because I don't see how they can. And it's just a few roots down in there with a little kicker to get out of it, which no big deal. Uphill finish, but like I said, we'll look at all that when I get the GoPro mounted up on the hot lap. So I'm going to check back in after I get checked in at the race, get the GoPro mounted up, and get out on the hot lap, and then I will do my typical post-race check-in, or whatever you want to call it. All right. right, so I'm gonna do a follow-up to Sunday's race. I had another great race. Had a 7th place finish on Saturday at Frosty, and I had an 8th place finish at South Germantown, which is exactly where the predictor put me. Now, I didn't think that I was going to make too many more jumps in overall series positions, but I was wrong. For some reason, top guys didn't show up, so I've moved now from 8th to 5th. And yeah, I'm stoked about that. That means that if for whatever reason these guys keep laying out of these races, I got one more race left. If they keep not showing, maybe I can get a top 3 in the series. That would be really cool. I haven't won a race. I haven't podiumed a race. But I always feel when it comes to series placement, it's a game of attrition. Who's willing to go to all the races? Who can make it to all the races? Some guys maybe race too much, which I could see that being a problem if I lived closer. You know, if I lived right there, I'd want to be right in the thick of the action every time I could. Living so far away, I have to pick races that make sense. And the series is prepaid. I'm going to all of them. I'm going for the points. I'm going for the placement. So, yeah, that's cool. 5th in points. I'm happy. So, about the race. Cool race. Warmer. It was in the 50s or 60s at race start. Big change from the, I think, 30 degrees on Saturday. Legs felt heavy. First lap was tough. Got a good start, but then got steamrolled. And, you know, after the first set of switchbacks, it lengthened out a little bit. Nice little downhill. I let off too far and got steamrolled a bit. But I made all that back up and ended up in a really good group of guys. I think it was 4 of us. Ended up battling just about to the end. I got clipped coming over the second barrier, which you see in the video, and you can see that was on a corner. We were all, you know, running across the barriers. The dude ran right in front of me. We got kind of hung up, ended up with our bikes tangled, blah, blah, blah. Lost the position to the guy behind me, and he just took off because it took us a couple seconds to get our crap together. Once we got back on our bikes, that's pretty much where we stayed. I just battled that guy to the end. Actually, I lost 3 places to the guy behind me because of that. But, you know, live and learn. I mean, next time don't be so close to the guy in front of you. You know, it's as much my fault as his. I was being a little too aggressive trying to push under him coming off those barriers, you know, running across the barriers. And he was not looking. All he was thinking about was getting back on his bike. So, cost both of us. Here we are winding down cross season. It's mid-November. I've got 1 series race left. I think there are only 4 or 5 races left in this region. And I'm just now, you know, getting this idea of what I need to be training for. I seem to forget through the summer I should be doing this in the summer, not in the middle of cross season. So, you know, the bags are packed, everything's set to go. There is no training for the end of the cross season. Right now it's just fine tuning to the end. So I'm happy. I'm happy with the whole weekend. My legs felt good on the second day of racing. First day of racing had a lot of climbing in it. Second day of racing was kind of flowy and grass, different kind of power. And I had great results both days. I'm moving up in points. So, yeah, the whole weekend's a win. So, until next time, have a good one. I've got 1 race, Bel Air, Maryland, for the series. I'll probably tack in a race in the middle. And then I'm going to try to pick up a couple races maybe to take me through the end of December, and that'll be it. And then it's on to basically trainer riding for the remainder of the winter, and then you know, back to summer training. So everybody have a great day. Until my next video, see you later.